My name is Mike, and for 35 years, I built a chain of hotels from absolutely nothing. I worked 18-hour days, put up with endless humiliation, and pushed myself to the brink of exhaustion. I did all of this so my 3 children would never have to want for anything. When I finally struck it big, I gave them everything they could ever dream of. Top-tier education overseas, luxury apartments, brand new cars, a life completely free of worry. But somewhere along the line, I made a huge mistake. I stopped being their father and became their personal ATM. One night, sitting all alone in my vast office, a painful truth hit me. My 2 older children, Olivia and Ethan, only ever called when they needed money. The only one who ever phoned just to ask how I was doing was Ryan, my youngest. He worked as a clerk in a public library, didn't make much, and honestly, people often looked at him with a sort of pity. That night, I made the hardest decision of my life. I was going to pretend I had lost everything. I put on some old, worn-out clothes, left all my bank cards behind, and walked out onto the street like a truly homeless man. I had to know when I had absolutely nothing left to give, who would still open their door for me. First, I went to my daughter Olivia's place. The moment she saw me, her face twisted in disgust. She told me to leave, that I smelled, and that she didn't want any trouble with her neighbors. She didn't ask a single question. She just slammed the door in my face. Next, I dragged myself to my eldest son Ethan's house. He's a partner at a private equity firm, and he treats every conversation like a business negotiation. That day, he didn't even let me finish my sentence. He just tossed a bill at me and told me to get lost because he had an important dinner to get to. 2 children, 2 doors slammed shut, 2 wounds that will never heal. Almost completely out of strength, I walked to the last door. It was the small house where Ryan lived with his wife. Hannah, the daughter-in-law, I once secretly looked down on for not being wealthy. When Ryan saw me filthy and shaking, he didn't hesitate for a second. He pulled me inside, wrapped me in a warm blanket, and shared his own food with me, even though it was clear they had very little themselves. That night, I pretended to be asleep, but I overheard them whispering. They were planning to sell the few valuable things they owned just to make sure I could survive. And in that moment, I finally understood something money could never teach me. Real love isn't measured by wealth. It's proven by sacrifice. But what happened the next day left everyone completely frozen. My entire financial advisory team, along with my PR manager, showed up together at that shabby little house. Do you want to know what I did next? Do you want to know how my 2 wealthy children reacted? Don't miss part 2.